standardized participation question, and you don't have to do a darn thing, right? Freedom, right? You did it. Wow, you're out of here. And I know, because when I graduated, I swore up and down I was never, ever going to go to graduate school. Not a chance. I was done. I was out. That's it. Right? But somehow I'm here, and somehow you're here. It's a part of this. In fact, basically since high school, if you took any period of 5 years, this is what you're going to do over the next 5 years of your life. I never would have believed them. Not a chance as a part of that. And so, as much as we're here to celebrate what it is that you have achieved, which, let's face it, the Cornell Systems Engineering Program is not easy. It's not easy at all. But I'd like to share with you a hint of what you're going to do next. You might think, do next? Wait a second. No, I graduated. I've got my degree from Cornell. This is it. I'm now ready for the big time, my career. This is what it's all about. But here's the thing. As someone who's worked in showbiz for a while, I want to tell you that, in all honesty, there are no big breaks in life. There's really just milestones, major milestones. We're here today to celebrate one of those milestones with you as part of those. But your life is going to be punctuated with these milestones, major achievements, meaningful failures, marking points along your life as you continue to grow. And so again, as much as we're here to celebrate the conclusion of that major milestone, I really want you to know that your adventure is just beginning. And I've got a wonderful 219 slide presentation for you guys here. Ha, deal, students, you can't watch it at 1.5 speed this time. I know. But in all seriousness, you're going to discover fairly soon that you have skills and almost an innate ability to explore new solutions, to lead new efforts, and really make a difference in a way that perhaps your colleagues can't. And one of the things you're going to notice first, if you haven't already, is how you think about problems much differently than your peers. And it's not just in your work life, but perhaps in all aspects of your life. Because let's think about it. We've started to learn to analyze problems, listen to performance criteria, right? Listen to and translate stakeholders' needs, understand how people evaluate situations, and hence, it might be better to understand the underlying motivations behind various statements or actions that people make. I mean, if you take it right from the very beginning, right, when we said, when someone asks for a car, it's not so much that they're asking for a car as they have a transportation need, right? And so we have to be able to explain to them the value of our innovative airplane that we created. And they may want, and sometimes even again in our personal life, you may run into a friend who says, you know what, I just want to stay and watch a movie tonight. But it's really more of a need to decompress. We're able to recognize those kinds of things. There's a part of our brain that's been unlocked that you can really tap into. You discover truths that have always been there, but you've just never noticed them before. And always be willing to question what your findings are. Seek and accept information, and then reiterate. Right? Because often it's that creativity that comes from trying to better understand what is really needed. Now, this can really help you, particularly in today's society. There's so much misconception, misinformation, and things going on out there. This can really help you be able to work with people and how to treat people better as a part of this. Understand where misconceptions might be coming from. Help them understand why obstacles exist, and then help be able to bring about larger change. So when we reach out to people, which are arguably the most critical part of any system, right? Try to understand where they're coming from, what are their needs, and use their language to express their ideas to them. Help them to look to see how they define themselves, first of all. Not just the normal ways that we define diversity, but do they see themselves as a leader, perhaps? Maybe a technical expert. Maybe someone's just a good cook, or maybe someone thinks that they're funny. Maybe as a part of it. But, listen for the ways they define themselves. They define the situation. And that will help you be able to better communicate with that person and be the bridges that this world so desperately needs. Now, you are going to be ones who are going to be pioneering many new projects, partnering with others who can help you champion other concepts or develop your own new ideas. You're going to be the ones who are going to help recognize that need. Remember how I talked about milestones? Every project that you're a part of is going to be the next milestone that you have to help you continue to learn and to grow. And yes, I said learn. Continue to learn. And I know, again, there's a part of you that wants to say, I'm done with that part. And I felt it too. I understand it. But in all honesty, a graduate degree isn't actually an indication that you learn and improve yourself to do what's needed. But here's the real kicker. The more innovative we are, the more resistance we'll often find. It's not that people want to stymie innovation, but they may not understand as readily all the system aspects that you naturally make trade-offs on. So remember, the resistance that we find is that we perhaps didn't do a good enough job to explain the value of what it is we're doing. Or maybe it's that we didn't have all the information that we needed yet. We as system engineers are often at the front lines to handle the pushback from innovation. But always listen to that feedback, and remember to always iterate. And we as system engineers believe that not so much always find the solution, but that everything can always be made better. We can find those better solutions for ourselves, for our society. And the key part of this, to be perfectly honest, is learning how to deal with rejection. It's an important part of the job. And to be honest, you probably had some experience with this as well, because to be honest, dating is a fantastic trainer in this as well, believe it or not. I mean, I don't know if you're at the point of your life where you've had your first time that you had your heart crushed, right? Oh my God, it felt terrible, right? Completely demoralizing, painful, like can't move beyond it. But the second time that perhaps it happened, it felt just as worse, if not worse, than the first time that happened. It felt really, really bad. But the difference was you knew how to handle it better. And that's what a lot of the training that you had is helping prepare you for. Be able to deal with all the setbacks, and be able to learn from them and how to handle these situations better as a part of this. Because to be honest, at some point in your career, you're going to have a point where there's just too many things that are going not the way that you intended, not the way that you wanted, and you're going to question yourselves, is this really worth it? Why am I pushing myself so hard to make this change happen and investing so much myself in this project? Now, I know that we have challenges. So it's like at some point during your degree, you may have felt that. And you may have felt like, should I just take a simple, easy win? I'll just watch TV tonight, hang with friends, play a video game, whatever it is. Yes, we all need that, and that's a break now and again. But we just can't give up, no matter what is pushing on us. Remember, the only thing in life that we truly have control over is ourselves and our own actions. So no matter what is pushing on us as part of it, always remember that you have control over what your next action will be. And when I look back at my own life, the only parts where I find regret are times where it basically boils down to that I simply wasn't brave enough. I wasn't willing to do the hard thing. Not even so much that it was a conscious choice, but it's something that seemed just too insurmountable to do with. I can't go there, I can't do that. Yes, we have to be able to pick our battles. But remember, you have been equipped with so many tools to help you determine what is the best course of action. And if needed, you are equipped to fight and be brave. Just remember, good ideas never die. They just come back stronger. You can try again, you can fail again, but you will learn and you will make a difference again. Now, we hand out a medal, actually, as part of our graduation ceremony. And the purpose of that medal is to be a remembrance of what you have overcome, what you have invested in yourself, and a reminder that you do absolutely have what it takes to be a success, to make that difference. So you will make a difference. And as you may recall, when I ended my course with you all, I left you guys saying that I honestly know that each and every one of you will surpass my own skills in some way. And I can't wait to see what you will make happen as part of this. Your next adventure is beginning in about 45 minutes. Make it count. Thank you. And with that, I'd like to introduce the far more important speakers for today's ceremony. Some of our students also have a commencement speech for us as well.
Dear faculty, fellow parents, honored guests, and above all, the graduating from the Systems Engineering class of 2025. Today, Congratulations! As I stand here, looking at the welcoming faces that have shared this journey with me, I'm reminded that our diploma represents more than academic achievement. They mark the beginning of our impact toward the world filled with changes. Please allow me to further introduce myself. Due to COVID, I spent most of my undergraduate years online, behind the screens rather than the classroom, and studying Cornell system engineering becomes the true starting point of my professional career. And I still clearly remember August 26th from last year, and the first day of class on the Cornell campus. And when I walked into the Commencement hall, everyone's faces were filled with passion and confidence. And this is exactly what I want my college life to be. And our real initiation came quickly through 6 and 5-100 course. And to be honest, our first challenge wasn't the homework that was trying to keep up the Professor Snyder's lightning fast lectures. Wow, he can speak so fast. And I'm sure many of us still remember the shocking first week that when we packed ourselves in the computer lab and throw into a Lego Mindstorm project. And before we even know each other's name. And for those who don't know, this project involves in getting into a team with students who just met and building a Lego robot to carry out as many challenges as possible. And I still remember spending day and night in the Commencement lab for an entire week with my teammates, trying to get out our Lego robot to solve as many possibles and creative and unique solutions. Throughout the project, professors skillfully played two roles: the stingy, demanding business owner and the initiative and realistic client. We spent day and day thinking we had conquered the most correct solutions and optimal solutions for our work. And honestly, we were so confident that we were going to succeed before we went into the demo day. But the reality hit us hard. Our robot completely failed on 2 of the 5 tasks, only because a piece of tape that appeared out of nowhere in the field. And we were absolutely disappointed about that. And that challenge was our first real taste about what system engineering is about: navigating uncertainty, collaborating under pressure, and problem solving without a unique answer inside. Perhaps more importantly, it is where many of us touch our friendships that have stayed with us throughout the whole journey. It would be like to say that I never thought of giving up. When I first entered this program, I felt like I was right back to square one, surrounded by the brilliant mind, facing unfamiliar rules, and uncertain about whether I should belong here. That's how deep person, but it's constant. I've dropped courses and even failed exams. There were moments that I questioned about myself, my abilities, my direction, my future. But over time, I began to realize that struggling with clue isn't the flaw, but a part of the process. That everyone around me had stumbled in one way or another, and I'm not alone. I survived thanks to classmates who became my tutors and professors who somehow answered my midnight emails. And I couldn't have made it without my constant support of my family. And to my girlfriend, thank you for standing by me with patience and love. And I started to see failure not as a signal to retreat, but a chance to refine how we think and how we learn and how we grow. And somehow, in the middle of this uncertainty, the things started to move fast, and I feel like my life was accelerated. And all of a sudden, I got my M year. As a system engineer, I've learned that our job is not just to solve technical problems. It's to bring clarity to complexity, direction to chaos, and humanity to systems that often forget the people they serve. There will be moments when frustration feels overwhelming, when the system seems too complex to fix. But as any good engineers, we know every failure is just interaction. Another input to refine our understanding And with each challenge, we don't just endure, we optimize. We adjust, recalibrate, and move forward with greater clarity. Because in the end, system thinkers do not just answers, but we design better ones. And ending a chapter is exciting, but starting a blank page is a little bit scary. So we graduate at a time of unprecedented changes, when the world is shifting faster than ever, and artificial intelligence is rapidly sharpening how we think and how we live. So here's my hope for all of us, that we've carried forward to this mindset, not just into our careers, but into our communities, our choices, and our life. Let us be the one who stay curious when it's easier to be cynical, the one who stay kind when it's easier to be clever, and the one who is designed not just for efficiency, but for dignity and impact. In the end, class of 2025, let's go build a system worth believing in, and let's go big red. Congratulations, we did it!
Good morning, esteemed faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, fellow Cornell University class of 2025 graduates. I can't tell you what an honor it is to be standing here today, not only because this moment marks the culmination of years of hard work, but because, like many of you, I didn't take a straight path to get here. In fact, if there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's that success doesn't always come in a straight line. It curves, it dips, it surprises you, and sometimes you are the surprise. You are the curveball. Let me tell you a little bit about my own winding road to this stage. I was born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama, to a single mother who taught me resilience by example. She didn't always have the answers, but she always had faith in God, in me, in the future, in the idea that if you kept showing up, even when the odds said don't bother, you could make something beautiful out of the unknown. I started my undergraduate journey at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, a historically black college that gave me more than just an education. It gave me a community. It taught me how to lead, how to persevere, and how to engineer not just machines, but a life of purpose. I majored in mechanical engineering because I liked solving problems, but I had no idea just how many I'd face in the years to come. I began my professional career not in a moment of clarity, but in a time of chaos, the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. While the world felt like it was on pause, I was thrown into the deep end, working as a manufacturing engineer on NASA's Space Launch System program with the Boeing Company. Every day brought a new challenge. Supply chains were unpredictable, deadlines were tight, Zoom and Skype weren't always helpful. But I showed up, mask on, hand sanitized, ready to adapt. And in that storm, I found a strange sort of rhythm. You see, that's the thing about curveballs. They force you to move, to shift, to become more agile than you ever thought you could be. I used the educational benefits from Boeing to enroll in the Master of Engineering and Systems Engineering program here at Cornell. Little did I know that decision would change the trajectory of my life. Balancing full-time work and part-time study over 4 years wasn't easy. It meant late nights, missed weekends, an intimate relationship with coffee, but it also meant growth. It meant learning to zoom out and see the big picture, to understand not just how a system works, but how to make it better. And just when I thought I had found my rhythm, life threw me another curveball, an opportunity to pivot from Boeing to Blue Origin as an engines test manufacturing engineer in Huntsville, Alabama. It was a leap into the unknown, a new team, a new environment, a whole new set of problems to solve, but I took it. And then 10 months later, another curveball. I was promoted to manager of the engines test manufacturing engineering team at just 25 years old. Me, a kid from Birmingham, an HBCU grad, now managing a team of engineers building the future of space exploration. And now, here I am, standing before you, a Cornell graduate. When I reflect on this journey, I realize every major step I took came from embracing the unknown, from choosing to lean into uncertainty rather than run from it. Being the curveball means refusing to be predictable. It means being the one who does not follow the script but rewrites it. It means knowing that your background and your so-called disadvantages can actually be your greatest strengths. It means trusting that even if the world doesn't see your value right away, you can still show up and shine. Class of 2025, we've all lived through some serious curveballs, haven't we? Some of us started college or grad school online. We adjusted to a world that shifted under our feet. We questioned everything, our careers, our passions, our plans. We wondered if we were doing enough, if we were enough. But let me remind you of something. You made it. You adapted. You kept going. You figured it out. And that's exactly what navigating the unknown requires. Not perfection, not certainty, but courage, confidence, and an unshakable belief in your ability to figure it out along the way. Today, we stand at the edge of a brand new chapter. Some of you are heading into jobs you've dreamed about for years. Others are still figuring it out. And some of you, like me, might be looking at a completely different path than the one you imagined when you started this degree. Wherever you go from here, I want you to remember this. You do not always have to have it figured out to move forward. The unknown isn't your enemy, it's your playground, it's your laboratory, it's your chance to be bold enough to try and brave enough to grow. And when life throws a curveball, whether it's an unexpected opportunity, a setback, or a challenge you didn't see coming, don't flinch. Be the one who is the curveball. Be the one who changes the game, who challenges expectations, who walks into a room and makes people rethink what's possible. Being the curveball means taking risks. It means leading with heart, not ego. It means betting on yourself, even when the odds don't. It means giving the next kid from Birmingham or Brooklyn or Buffalo someone to look at and say, if they did it, maybe I can too. So today, as we celebrate everything we've achieved, let's not forget the power of what lies ahead. Let's step into the unknown with confidence. Let's challenge norms, ask better questions, and build systems that are more just, more sustainable, and more human. Let's be the curveball. Because when you are, the world doesn't have to just catch up, it has to evolve. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it. Now let's go change the game. Thank you.
Do them one at a time. Ready? Okay, I'll announce the name of each graduate as they head across the stage. So, Howie Liang, modeling sustainable, fresh produce supply chain for New York, New England, and the United States. Shang Chin, towards a machine learning approach to digital agriculture. Han Shu, electricity market design, pricing, contract and use cost allocation. What's that?
Can I have it back out?
Yeah.
So it's a check out. Right.
Okay, those were our PhD graduates. Now we are going to have the Master of Science graduates. Jie Tian. Peilin Li. Shanting Wang. Shuohan Li. Lin Pei Huang. Jin Yao Tong. Okay, now we will move on to the Master of Engineering graduates. Richard Bates. Rafael Lamonaco. Harriet Torin Thomas. Guilherme Santos Pires da Silva. Miranda Pickup. Trenton Berardi. Saeed Shirseeker. Philip Ryan. Christian Stack. Luisa Gutierrez. Thomas Plotz. Connor Thomas. Isaac Dunbar. Isaac Martins. Susanna Samayoa. Aishane Day. Oladimegi Soyemi. Nikhil Havamore. Daniel Robinson. Terrence Whittington. Kyle Nunn. Sierra Leone, Victoria Dunn. Amanda Bailey. Laura Pettencourt. Alejandra Jovera Ramirez. Miguel Payenz Villalobos. Rinko Chattopadhyay. Shitija Joshi. Carlos Manuel Sanchez. Molly Herford. Jacob Allison. Nicholas Rizzo. Nicholas Cork. Kritika Martin. Ivanizan Kevin Ofakwa. Rixie Chen. Awen Jen.
shall do. In faith, shall. Ife G. Bruce Lang. Shindri Lang. Shichen Fan. Jiangyan Wu. Yichun Wen. Hongyu Chu. Zhongfei Yan. Aija Tao. Jinyu Jen. Dave Yu. Chao Zhou. Lauren Moore. Juan De Ma. How's it looking? Andre Ross. Derek Stokes. Minhan Young. Kevin Lane. Gretchen Wade. Marlena Weisman. Anastasia Fiortistova. Emma Burford. Jacob Hansen. Ron Yu. Leland Lisa Chen. Susie Lee. Iran Chan. Shuhan Walker. E. Herb. Okay, sing. So. Fun? You. Anwen Yang. Carla Sue. Fanny Meng. Yuhan Zhao. Ho-Chan Chen. Morgan David. Aoyan Wen. Stanley Chen.
Where you going, Dave?
Patricio
Let's go, Dave!
Flores Rando. Xiwen Wei. Wei Hao Swen. Yingqi Yu. Yixiao Jian. Shinji Johnson. Javier Tang.
Juan. Shanti.
Zekai Chen. DJ Zhang. Rochin Zhang. Junhao Zhang. Zhang Zhao. Andrew Tilion.
How about one more round of applause for all of our graduates? Now, just because we've reached the end of our ceremony today doesn't mean by any means that we have stopped celebrating. After the event is over, we'll invite everybody out to the tent for drink refreshments there as well. But before we do that, we would ask all of our graduates to head towards the back there because we'd like to be able to get a picture of the entire class that we have here. So, on behalf of all of us from Cornell Systems and Engineering, we are again congratulating you greatly on your achievement. Please rise and give another round of applause to the